Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Nick from SOHO Motorsports. I want to talk about Adrian's 2010 Nissan 370z. So this is Adrian's bagged and boosted 370z. So it came to us NA, and he decided to go with our new Stage 1 that has a G35 900 turbo in it, along with upgrading the clutch components. He went with the Zspeed Super 6 and the CMAK, which is a very common combination whenever you go boost. The stock clutch is not going to be able to handle the power, so you have to make sure that you upgrade the actual clutch and flywheel to be able to handle the power. So this car is a very simple build. It's the G35 900 turbo kit, which is our Stage 1. 1050cc injectors, 340 liter per hour fuel pump. It is hardwired, and he is on pump gas, so he's not going to be using a return system or anything like that. So on this setup, currently it is a manual, like I said, and so on this setup on pump gas, at 9 pounds, it did 528 wheel and 458 pounds, which is going to be fun on this car. And so using Ecutek, we wired in a boost controller or boost solenoid to allow us to do different mapping, to do different boost settings. And so on its second setting, which is going to be at 11.7 PSI, it did 591 and 469. His ultimate goal was 600 wheels, so we fell about 9 wheel horsepower short. You're not really going to feel that on the road. 591 wheel on this car is going to be fun as if it was 600 wheels. So it is going to be a handful. It is bagged, so he's got some stretch tires on it too, so he'll have fun trying to keep this thing on the road, but it should shoot straight and it should be a fun car overall. So with this setup, he had the Gretty exhaust. We had to modify that setup to work with our single turbo kit because the downpipe comes down to where it stops on the stock Y pipe location, and so it was modified here. We have fabrication in-house, so we were able to modify it. I'll pan over so I can show you exactly what we did. We just had to modify it and bring it into one to make it meet up to where the downpipe to catback adapter would actually meet. Anytime you go boost on any of these VHR applications, highly, and I can't stress how much I say highly, getting an oil cooler on this car. So the oiling system on these vehicles are okay. They do tend to kind of get pretty up to temp pretty quickly. So adding boost to the equation doesn't really help. 34 row oil cooler was put into this setup to obviously help with keeping the oil temps down. The stock radiator was still utilized. Nothing in regards to the upgrading any of that was done. If you can keep the oil temps down, obviously you can keep the coolant temp down as well. A very common overlooked item for maintenance as far as when you go boost is the oil gallery gaskets. That is something that we did do on this car. When we did pull the old oil gallery gaskets out, we did find a couple of them were failing, so it was a good call to have that done before going boosted. A lot of the failures that we have seen on stock motors, if they do get boosted and over time they fail, is due to us seeing a failure in the oil gallery gaskets because it loses oil pressure. Once you lose oil pressure, obviously the motor goes kaboom. So, see how it does on a bagged car and boosted.
Good morning, horsepower lovers. It's a crisp autumn day and we got 590 horsepower in a car with real skinny rear tires.
Let's see how much we can skate. It actually hooked.
It did. That's a good tire compound there.
Okay, that was fun.
It did hook. Color me surprised.
Yeah.
Wow, that alignment is money.
Good to go.
This thing drives fantastic. For being bagged and turbocharged, like, it's great. Love it.
The name should do very well. His IG handle.
Yeah.
Stock.
He's definitely gonna surprise some people with that IG handle, that's for sure.